What's going on, people? Do a quick live show. Just wanted to hop on really quick. We got to get right to it, man, because of the loss. So just waiting for some people to come in, see exactly what it's looking like, man, for us to kind of discuss and kind of go through this, man, and see what's going on here. All right. So have people hop on, see what's going on. Tough loss tonight. Tough loss. Yo, Gravity, what's going on, man? 241st, what's going on? How you feeling, man? I had to hop on, man. Usually I try not to because there's such an influx of people hopping on and doing their live shows. I was like, all right, I'll do a live like the day after, right? Ribby, what's going on, man? How you doing? Appreciate you coming by. Yeah, man, damn, right? I know, man. I know. Yo, I'm not, what's crazy? Gravity? I'm not tight, bro. I'm not tight at all. I'm not tight. I'm not tight. Anybody that's coming in, let me know you two here. Appreciate everybody dropping by. If everybody's coming through like this, man, I might start doing some lives right after the show. I do my regular show right after just a regular post to put up. But if everybody starts coming through, if you want me to do more lives like this, I'll definitely start doing more lives after the show, after the game. That's not a problem, man. Definitely do that. But whoever's here, please come through. Let me know. Ribby start. Yeah, all right. So cool. So Tuesday, I'm gonna do a live like right after. So we can still take the series though. I still believe in the Knicks. No, absolutely, man. You got to. But you know what? Listen, man. Everybody's starting to roll in. Listen. Now you're getting into playoff basketball. Now you're getting in it, and now you're seeing a team that's experienced. They got 3 guys on that team. Well, 4. I'll throw Bam in there. No, excuse me, 5. Tyler Hero, even though he didn't play. But you got 4 guys in there who have been close to the mountaintop. 2 guys that's been to the mountaintop. And Kevin Love and Kyle Lowry. They've played in big games. Remember, Kevin Love was on that team that played the Warriors, man. He was there with the Cavs. Right, man. But yo, Ribby, man, listen, those guys know how to win. Jay Supreme, what's going on? We're playing a more experienced. Right, Jay Supreme. That's what I was saying. We're playing a more experienced playoff team. See, now the level's going up, right? Now the level of basketball is going up. The IQ and the poise. Now this is where you want to see exactly where this team is. And we ain't ready yet. We ain't there. You saw it tonight. Even Brunson. See, Brunson getting attacked. The pressure's getting to him too. And we never seen him like this. When did Brunson get attacked this year? When? I think that might be his first tech this season, right? We never see him getting attacked, but that pressure is real with that jersey, man. When you put that jersey on, that joint get real, right? You're looking on the sidelines, you see Chris Rock over there, right? You see Patrick Ewing finally showed up, right? Patrick Ewing was there. Starks was there. Everybody was there tonight. Everybody was there. It's raining outside, so ain't no place to go. Only place to go is the Garden. Now you're seeing. See, now you start to see what those guys in the 90s was feeling on a Sunday. Because remember, the games used to come on at 12, right? 12 o'clock on Channel 4. How the song used to go? Right? I got the beat right. I'm off key. Let me know if I'm off key. Remember? And the Knicks will play at 12 on a Sunday against the Bulls or the Pacers or the Heat. It's big time. NBA on NBC. That's right, Gravity. That's what it was. Big time. And the Knicks was always the first game. They always played at 12. Bob Costas. That's right, Jay Supreme. So these guys know what that feels like in the Garden. Around this time of year, it's raining outside because it's April showers. And you got to be ready to go. And you saw a different team today. Of course, we were down Randall. But Randall's not 100%. So really, how much of Randall would have, I don't think Randall would have been really helped that much. So him's kind of getting another day to rest. You get a better Randall, more rested Randall, a more focused Randall. Because what I saw of him last game, even before he got hurt, I saw a focused Randall. And I like that type of Randall. Attacking, right? I like that type of guy. But towards the end of the game, man, we were making just boneheaded plays. But that's just playoff basketball. Guys are complaining. They're not getting no calls. They're not getting the fouls called. Right? Like, just too much. I'm like, boss, you gotta play ball, man. You gotta play through it. You can't complain. Play through it. Refs is not gonna give you the whistle tonight. Play through it. Brunson was crying a lot tonight. Stop crying, man. Kyle Lowry wasn't doing no crying. He was being Kyle Lowry, a pain in the neck, and coming up with big-time shots, cold-blooded shots. That boy got ice water. He been there before. Our guys have it. To me, that's the ball game. Because remember, when Butler got hurt, remember, the Knicks were down by what, 4 or 3? It was close. He went to the foul line, but the Knicks started picking the momentum. And Kyle Lowry started hitting big-time shots, man. Right? Do you think Butler's okay, or do you think he will sit? He's got 1 day to recover. I think he's going to play. I know Randall's playing Tuesday. That's a definite. Ain't no way they let him sit and we go down 0-2, going back to Miami. We stopped moving the ball and started playing hero ball. Right. Complaining about no calls. Right, Jay Supreme. Right. Butler is going to play. Right. You keep right. Jay Supreme, stop crying, man. Play ball. Stop crying. Play ball. Like, if I was on the Heat and I was guarding Brunson, I would have told him, stop fucking crying. Excuse my language. Sorry. Oops. Sorry, see? The New York City got out of me, man. Pause that. Okay, let's go back. Let's keep it G-rated. You see how easily it slips out? Because when you're playing ball, right? You just start talking, man. Right, Jay Supreme. That's what I'm talking about. Stop crying, man. Play ball, man. Stop crying and play ball. Check up, man. Stop. You're not going to get the call. So what? Play through it, right? That's how I'm looking at it. And that's how Kyle Lowry played. Right? So it's levels to this, man. Listen, guys, and I'm being super real here. If we don't get our heads on straight, not with the skills, it's not about the skills. It's not knocking down shots. They could do that because they were in control of this game. But if you don't get that emotional piece under control, the Knicks will lose this in 6. Easy. Because what will happen is the experience of the Heat, the guys that's been here before and that's coaching up those other guys will win the game. That's what's going to win the game. They're not better than the Knicks. They're not. Their experience made them better in the second half. They outscored the Knicks in the second half. I have it up here. They outscored the Knicks in the second half 58-46. That's Kevin Love. That's Kevin Love and those rebounds, and because they weren't making shots like that. They weren't. But they were getting certain loose balls. They were getting the calls. They weren't crying. They weren't complaining. They were just playing ball, man. And that's all you got to do. You can't complain. That's how it is. Knicks coaches got to tell the player, right, play through it and stop crying about no calls. Absolutely. Absolutely. You know who was good tonight? Josh Hart was good. He wasn't crying. He's a crybaby. I'm peeping out about him. But Josh Hart wasn't crying. He was playing Dion Butler because he knew he had to lock in. And Butler didn't explode tonight. He didn't go crazy on us. He had a couple of good plays, but he wasn't. It was Kyle Lowry and Kevin Love. They were doing the intangibles because it wasn't like they was knocking down shots. Vincent had a couple of big shots, but even with those shots, the Knicks still had a chance to win it. They just was messing up towards the end, crunch time. And Brunson, he played well tonight, but he was forcing, man. And one thing, and I was screaming at the television. Anybody comes in here, please hit that like button. Also, too, come by and let me know that you're here, man, so I can identify that you're here. Please do that. Just want to give you guys a shout out, man. I appreciate you guys coming by. One thing that really I was barking on it. I wasn't even barking when they started making a push. It's the playoffs. This is what's going to happen. The handsome Unitive one. What's up, y'all? I appreciate you coming by, man. Thank you for coming by. I truly appreciate it. The thing that bothered me the most, I lost it. And I started cursing at the television. I was saying to myself, Hold on one second. Sorry about that, guy. Is when Jimmy Butler sprained his ankle, right? He went to the foul line. I said to myself, I said, you got to attack him. We're down, I think we're down like 4 or 5 or 3. I don't know. It was something close. It wasn't like we were down by 8. It was like 3, 4. I don't forget. But I was saying to myself, you got to attack him. Put your shoulder in his chest and attack him. Give it to RJ. Let him attack the guy. They didn't do that. You let him chill and relax in the corner. He's a seasoned vet. He knew how to chill and to where his ankle could start feeling better or whatever. You got to attack him. Step on his foot. Do whatever. Make him fall to where he's like, my ankle's killing me. I got to come out. You got to attack. They did not do that. Brunson put his head down and just go into the rack with the Euro. I'm like, my man, what are you doing? That's how I know. That's how I know they weren't locked into it. They weren't locked in and didn't lose themselves in the rhythm of the game. Because Brunson, especially, he's too busy trying to go off. My man, pay attention to what's going on in the game. Pay attention. This ain't about you scoring and getting yours and being a hero. Look at the matchup. This guy's limping around. Give RJ the rock and let him attack. I'm talking about when the Knicks were pushing it. You got to do that. Because now you put the pressure on him. He got to backpedal. He can't play D. He can't move side to side. You just let him chill. Whoever Jimmy Butler was guarding, they should have gave him the ball and had him go baseline on him. He couldn't move. But everyone was going away from him. That right there is how you know the moment got too big for these guys. They weren't playing ball anymore. They were playing moment to moment. They got lost out the game. Where was Toppin and Grimes in the fourth quarter? Agreed. I thought IQ had his moments, but IQ was doing like bonehead stuff. Like when he fouled the kid over in the corner shooting a 3, like IQ, what are you doing? But guys, listen, that's what happens with young players. A perfect example. This is off topic, but look at the Grizzlies, right? Look at they're way better than the Lakers. Look, and they lost in 6 to the Lakers. The Lakers are old and slow. They would have lost in 5, but they wound up getting that win on their home court, and the Lakers finished them off in 6. So it's these young teams, man. This is the time of the season where you see the guys that are seasoned vets. They know how to win, man. They know how to win. It ain't all about the highlight plays. There was one play also, too. We was on a run. IQ just chucked in 3s. I said, dude, what are you doing? Pay attention to the level of the game. It was like a fast break, and there was nobody back, and he just chucked the 3-pointer. I said, yo, my man, what are you doing? But it's the inexperience. Right, Jay Supreme, right, said facts and experience. Absolutely. Absolutely. You could just see it, man. You could just see it. That's what lost. There wasn't a fact because we could score tonight. It was no problem. We had no problem putting the ball in the hole. We had no issues with that. It was the winning plays. And Josh Hart is great at that, but he was expending a lot of energy on Jimmy Butler. So he couldn't really beat Josh Hart. Gravity 241st. You're right. The fact that they kept Butler in the game in that condition was disrespectful, and we should have attacked him and make them right, man. You got it. Like I was screaming at the top of my lungs. Keith Bird. Jay Juju was missed. AK well today. Oh, Julius was missed today. Nah, absolutely. Absolutely, Keith. Absolutely. Absolutely. He definitely was missed today, man. He definitely was. But you know what? I honestly, I'm being honest with you. I'm not upset that we didn't play him because I don't want him to play and he gets hurt again. Ribby said, watch Butler don't play next game. I wouldn't be surprised. Honestly, I think that's 50-50. I wouldn't be surprised if he plays, and I wouldn't be surprised if he doesn't play. Because they did what they came here to do. They came here to split. So that's what they did. Now they got home court advantage there. So now it's back. But to me, that doesn't matter because Miami's like playing in New York. So it doesn't matter, right? So Ribby, to your point, I would not be surprised if that's what he does, right? But I know Randall is playing Tuesday. He looked decent in the warm-ups. If you guys saw my quick hitter, they threw it out late. Ian Begley stated that he wasn't going to play, which is smart. But it's funny that he didn't need to play tonight. The Knicks still would have won. The Knicks had a chance to win the game. Even as bad as they played in the second half, they still had a chance to win the game. They was coming up with key stops and making key, right? But they could not finish. And sometimes, I don't know who mentioned it. I think it was Jay Supreme. I don't know who mentioned it, but that hero ball got to stop. Like, you got to chill with the hero ball. Sometimes Brunson, I love him, man, but sometimes he gets, like, boneheaded. Like, you don't need to do that, man. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, you just got to be smart, man. You got to be smart with how you do things. You just have to be. You know what I mean? But that's the inexperience, man. I'm telling you guys, listen. I think this is going to go 7. But I would not be surprised if the Knicks lose in 6. I would not be surprised. And to me, if that happens, I'm okay. Because we ain't ready yet. I can see tonight, we're not ready yet. We're just not. You can see the inexperience. You can see it in those clutch moments. I saw the pass that RJ made to Josh Hart at the top of the key, and it went out of bounds. And I'm like, what are you doing? That tells you, yo, man, this jersey is heavy, man. This jersey is heavy. And those tricks that they got away with in the first round against the Cavs, because the Cavs, too, are inexperienced, they couldn't get away with these guys. They can't. Jimmy Butler and those guys are not afraid of this moment. They've been here before, especially Kyle Lowry, especially Kevin Love. Remember, Kyle Lowry, they beat those Golden State teams. He was on that team. Kevin Love played with LeBron and Kyrie Irving. Those guys, he was in those big moments, man, those playoff series. He was there when they lost to Golden State and when they beat Golden State. He was there when JR did the bonehead play and called the timeout. He was there for all that stuff. Those guys know how to win. They don't get nervous at the moment. The Garden doesn't affect them like that. The younger guys, yeah, but the Garden doesn't affect them like that. So I'm not surprised that the Knicks lost tonight. I'm really not, right? What I do like, though, I'll tell you this. I like the way RJ's playing. I do. I like the way Obi is playing. IQ's got to pick it up. IQ's got to pick it up. Look, everyone was killing RJ. This is money time right now. This is money time. This is money time. No one cares right now. Does anybody care about the regular season? Anybody? No one cares. No one cares about the regular season right now. No one does. No one's thinking about the regular season. No one's thinking about how many points IQ had in January. No one's thinking about none of that. No one's thinking about how bad RJ played. None of that. You focus on this is money time. This is why you get your millions. And RJ is earning every penny right now. He is balling. And IQ is taking a step back. You see, it's easy to play when it's January and it doesn't matter. It's easy to play there, man. It's easy to play when it doesn't matter at this point. It doesn't. The intensity is not the same. It's not. But when intensity's on, and we need you now to be IQ, he's struggling. There was one time I seen him. He got to move on. He got to move on Vincent. He made a quick move, boom, to the basket, baseline. And he stopped and he pivoted. I said, yo, my man, go straight to the rack. Go straight to the rack. But IQ didn't. IQ didn't. He pivoted and he did an extra basketball move that was totally unneeded. That's the pressure, man. That's the pressure. Because remember, guys, the Garden is packed. It's packed to the brim. Now it's playoff basketball. And you had all the legends there. Patrick Ewing came out for the first time in a minute. It was great seeing him. He was sitting next to Starks. Now the heat is on. And IQ hasn't been IQ, man, for a minute now. I'm worried about him. He's looking shaky, man. He's looking shook. We got to take it back to Mobb Deep. He's looking shook, man. That's a fact. That's no BS. And I love IQ, but this is money time, and he's not showing up. at all. Hey, Tim, what's going on, man? I appreciate you. Tim said I'm here at Dave & Buster's. Yo, I love Dave & Buster's, man. I love Dave & Buster's. In Times Square watching you, but I can't hear you. Let's go Knicks game 2. Tim, I hope you're having a good time, man. And Dave & Buster's. I love Dave & Buster's. That's fun, man. Dave & Buster's is fun. They got the games for the kids. They can go on the side with the adults. They got the little wall over there. They got the big screens. Dave & Buster's is the place to go. Let the kids run around and go play. You could chill. Have some wings, right, Tim? Have some wings. Have some chicken fingers, mozzarella sticks, right? All that good stuff. With a nice brew. Oh, man. You live in an American dream. Appreciate you coming by, Tim. Jay Supreme, facts. RJ is playing ball, right? Quick got to step it up, right? Can't let Larry. Yeah, man. But Larry's going to outplay him, no, Jay. He's going to outplay him. Because he's been here before. He's been here before. He's doing winning plays, man. He's not fouling. People say, oh, he's fouling. No, he's not. He's playing playoff basketball. He's bumping a little. He's grabbing a little. He's giving a little nudge, giving a little elbow. He knows how to play through contact. And he knows how to give contact and not get called fouls. These guys know how to win, man. They know how to win. That is the key, and that's what the Knicks are missing. Ribby, my son RJ. Yeah, RJ getting busy, man. He's earning his money now. We need Randall, period. Now, I agree. Tim, I do. We need Randall. Here's why we need Randall. We need Randall because what Randall does, Randall puts the Randall is a listen, guys. We can't dismiss how good he is. With his presence, he puts the pressure on the offense. Excuse me, he puts the pressure on the defense. With his presence, because he can go off. He can go off for 40, and he can rebound, and he can get you out of your game, and he can get guys in foul trouble, and they have nobody for Randall. The matchups, they have nobody for Randall. Nobody. So that's where he comes in and he causes problems. Remember, he's 25-10. Book it. They have nobody for him. So now that forces Kevin Love to get in foul trouble, and all these other guys to get in foul trouble because of Randall. So now Bam's going to have to switch off from Randall. So now who does that leave to watch Big Mitch? Right? So what does that do? Now it causes matchup problems. Now, if Randall's getting busy, Jimmy Butler's got to drop off and guard Randall now, right? So it causes problems when Randall's there. It's not just about the points. It's about matchups. With Randall there, Randall changes everything. He just does. You got to give him that. And the matchups with Randall there changes everything. Now we look like a different team. Now you can have Obi come off the bench. Now you have, you know what I mean? It just changes things. And to me, if Grimes is okay, I'm going back and putting Josh Hart on the bench. I'm putting Grimes starting. I'm going back to our regular lineup. I'm not changing nothing. We got to go back because that keeps the flow of what we do. Don't change up nothing. I would let Grimes start. Keep him out there. Now, if you want to take him out and let Hart play the rest of the way, fine. But keep it the way it's always been. Don't change it up. He got hurt, so what? If he's good, switch it right back. Jay Supreme, IQ is playing scared boy. Yeah, he is, man. Jay Supreme, he can't handle. They can't handle Randall. They can't. He's a matchup problem, man. He is. He's big and he's strong. It's hard. You can't match up with him. He's just as big as Bam, and he can score at a high clip. You cannot take your eyes off of him, man. Don't disrespect that man. He's an all-star, and he's going to be an all-NBA guy. He's no scrub. 25-10, like I said. So that changes everything. It truly does. Hey, Earl, what's going on, man? I appreciate you coming by, Earl. Hey, guys, if you haven't come by, please hit that like button. And if you haven't subscribed, please subscribe. Appreciate you guys rolling in like this. I'm definitely going to start doing shows. Lives after the game. Appreciate you guys coming by. Okay. Nice. Hey, what's going on, Nice? My first time seeing you here. I appreciate you coming by. Thank you for coming by to my live. All right, let me see what you said, Nice. If you haven't subscribed, please subscribe. IQ is pissing me off. Coming from an IQ fan, what the F quick, right? That was supposed to be a game. Yo, that's what I'm saying. That's why I'm saying this is money time. Like all that stuff that IQ was doing, that does not matter, man. I'm telling you, it doesn't matter. I've seen guys get traded because of what they've done in the playoffs. They just don't got it, man. No one cares about the regular season. Why do you think they got the issues with the load management and all that other stuff? Guys know this is winning time, man. Guys want to be ready for that playoff push. And IQ's looking shaky now, man. He is, and I don't like it. He's got to play better. Facts, right. Jason Spring. Grimes has to go back to the starting lineup. Right. Hart isn't a shooter. Right. Grimes space the floor. Right. I like what Josh Hart does. I do. But I think that what made us great was him coming off the bench and changing that second unit. That was our strength. That was our superpower. That's what changes. Because when Grimes comes in, we don't skip. When he comes in and Grimes goes out, we don't skip a beat. We don't. And to me, I think Grimes has got to play. Let him get his rhythm. He knocked down a couple of shots today. Let's get him his rhythm back. Let's have him play. Don't change up now. Gravity. If Randall comes back and plays normal, do you think the Knicks can take the series? Absolutely. Because now I still think they can take the series. I think I'll go 7, but I'm saying Gravity 241st. I would not be surprised if the Knicks lose in 6 just because of the inexperience. You saw it tonight, man. So guys have to kind of get back because it's a lot of times, guys. It's not a X's and O's game. It's not. It's the Jimmys and the Joes, right? As they say, it's who you got. They already know what plays they're running. They already know what pick and rolls are coming off. They already know who's the guy, who's the scorer. They already know. They was trying to defend Brunson. Brunson still had 26. It doesn't matter, man. But it's the winning plays. It's the experience that's going to put you over the hump to get the W. When Kevin Love came in and started making those passes, that switched the momentum of the game. Those are winning plays. So it's not about the X's and the O's. It's about the Jimmys and the Joes and the guys that know how to make plays in winning moments. So if Randall comes back, that changes our lineup. That makes them make some changes. Because you got to account for Randall. You got to account for him. His presence on the floor makes all the difference. Absolutely. Do you think they baited us into unnecessary threes? No, I don't think so. I think that guys just the moment they wanted to try to knock down a shot and make the lead smaller, right? But that's an experience though, right? Because you still go for your shot. You don't force a shot. Although Brunson forced sometimes tonight, and that kind of hurt us. Okay, just Earl, no, you have to take the open threes, but you have to knock them down, and Obi and Hart aren't knocking down three-point shooters, right? They have to double Randall, which opens the floor three-point shooting, and right, absolutely, Jay. Also, they can't double or crowd Randall. They can't. You got to pick your poison. Brunson, I mean, right. Earl, Jay, yes, yeah, we're off today, right. Atlantic Lion, Atlantic Lion, what's going on, man? I'm hurting. Don't listen. It's okay, man. You came in here late. I'm letting you know. Listen, it's okay. It's okay. This is what happened. Like I said earlier, now you're in playoff basketball. The higher the level, the harder it gets. Period. Ashley, 7 for 34 threes and 12 for 20 free throws. Right. Both for unacceptable stats. Agreed. But the Knicks didn't shoot great last series. Right. We're not a great shooting team. That's been the way all season. What key for us is getting offensive rebounds, and we can finish like that, right? That's just the truth. We're not a great shooting team. I don't think that lost us the game, though. I just think that they made more winning plays, man. Excuse me. That's it. And then, also, too, I still, like, we were crying too much. Too much crying, man. Too much crying. Like, just play ball, man. I said that earlier. Just play ball. You got to play through the contact. And when Brunson was driving and he was kicking, those guys got to knock them shots down. They weren't. That's it. And then the long rebound was coming. Kevin Love was flinging it up the court. You got to be ready to go. That's it. And that's the ball game. But with that being said, the Knicks still had a chance to win the game. Still had a chance to win. Was Obi benched in the fourth? No, he wasn't benched, man. I just think he went with, because remember, he went with Hart, Brunson, IQ, RJ, and Big Mitch. Right? So that's who he went with. So you got to figure out, do you think he should have pulled out IQ at that point? Yeah. I mean, but IQ's IQ. That's why I say he's got to play better, because IQ has shown in the past that he can finish games, because then when he can knock down free throws and he can hit big time shots. But you see, IQ's like questioning his shot. Like sometimes he comes up with the run like he's overthinking this thing. But I don't think he's purposely doing it. I think the moment is real, man. This is big time. This is big time basketball. This is when you earn your money. This is when it comes down to it. And IQ is like playing shook, man. He's not playing well. I thought Obi played well tonight. I thought Obi played really well. He was rebounding the ball. That three was falling. I thought he played well tonight. Facts, yeah. Earl Grey, Mitchell's got to play big, keep the ball up high. Yeah, he got stripped a couple of times. But I thought Big Mitch played well, man. He played well tonight. But listen, guys, that's the difference of not having Randall. Randall takes up a lot of space. He changes a lot of the game. He really, truly does. You have to understand, when Randall's in the game, he's on that glass, and he's rebounding, or he's going to the whack, it's a lot of big bodies down there. Randall changes everything. So it's going to change how Spoelstra's going to have to coach and how he's going to have to do his lineup. And Randall goes to the foul line a lot. He draws a lot of fouls, just like RJ started to do. So now with foul trouble changes everything too. So then certain guys aren't going to be able to be in the game because they're in foul trouble, all that stuff. And now what Randall does is he brings guys out to the top of the key because he gets that three. So you got to respect him for that. And then that opens up the lane for Brunson, and it opens it up for RJ. Listen, guys, you don't realize how guys in the game, how it changes how your offense flows, because the defense has to match that. And then Randall's a hell of a rebounder, right? So you missed that today. You did, right? So listen, man, it's one game. It's one. I'm honestly not worried. You learn from this. I'm not worried about going back to Miami. The Knicks play well on the road, and they play well in Miami. Miami's like New York, so it's the same. We have a big fan base down there. So I'm really not too worried, man. I'm really not. Now to me, now you're gonna see who's who. And with the Knicks, to me, getting to the second round, the season is a success. So I'm happy this team has made it further than what anybody expected. A lot of people had us losing to the Cavs. We gave them boys a gentleman's sweep. And remember, guys, I was saying I wouldn't be surprised if we win in 5. I said 6, but I said I would not be surprised if the Knicks win in 5. I said that. So now we're moving on to a team that I feel we can beat, but also, too, you can't get overconfident because these guys know how to win games. They know how to win. And that's all that matters. Indeed, this is playoff experience that we need, right? Got to take some lumps, right? You got to take some lumps. And also, too, you got to put it in the database, right? All these things you got to take in the database, right? Old man Heat, right? Atlantic Line agree, but they know how to win, though, man. And at this point in the season, it doesn't matter how you win. Just win. Just get those W's. It does not matter. And Jimmy Butler wasn't, like, destroying. He wasn't doing that. He scored in his moments, but he wasn't like Josh Hart, I thought, did a decent job on him. Jimmy Butler gonna get his, but he wasn't like killing the Knicks. That wasn't happening. This will make us better for next season. Absolutely, Jay Supreme. That's exactly how I'm thinking. So I'm not. Trust me. I want us to win. I want us to go to the finals. I mean, that's how I feel, right? Because I'm being a fan. But thinking openly and being real about it, you got to put the stuff in the database. This is gonna make you a better team. It's gonna make you better. I think the loss in game 1 will help the Knicks by putting some urgency and fire back in us. Absolutely. Absolutely. Jay Supreme, Jimmy ain't coming in MSG and dropping 50. No, that's not happening. We played them well, man. We played them well. We played them really, really good, I thought. I feel like Jimmy gets ticky-tack baby fouls. Man, it's annoying. You know what it is, Athletic Line? How old is Jimmy Butler? What's Jimmy Butler? 33. He's been doing this a long time. He knows how to draw fouls. He's been in this space before. He knows these refs. He knows what to do. All the star players, superstar players get these calls that Jimmy Butler is getting, man. LeBron gets them. Kevin Durant gets them. You name them, they all get them. Kawhi Leonard gets them. Remember we played the Clippers this year? They were getting all the calls. Paul George gets them. All these guys, these seasoned vets who know how to win, get these calls. Got to play through it, though. Can't complain. Got to play through it. We played it well. Inexperience got us today. This is another level. Absolutely. I thought we played well, too, man. I thought we had a chance to win the game. I thought we were right there. But at certain points in the game, you could see where the inexperience was getting the best of the Knicks. You could see it. You could see them start losing momentum. Like, you know what I mean? You could just see it. And I was just like, okay. Then instead it was like making certain turnovers. I was like, yo, come on. Like, what are you guys doing? Right? And I was like, okay. All right, I see what's happening here. And then I see Kyle Lowry start revving up. Start hitting tough shots. Right? Start doing certain things. I was like, okay. Now the Knicks got to go back to the drawing board. If I'm Tibbs, I will go right back to what has worked for us. Because next game, most likely we're going to have everybody back. Not everybody's healthy. Guys are a little bumped up, bruises, as you should be. Right? At this point, you play close to like 90 games in a season now. You got to say to yourself, all right, let's go back to basics. Let's go back to our regular lineup. Randall here, RJ, Grimes, Brunson, Big Mitch. Let's go back to our regular lineup. Josh Hart, you coming off the bench. Let's go back to basics, man. That's all you got to do. Don't change anything. It's worked for us. Josh Hart only started because Grimes is hurt. Grimes is okay now. Let him play. Put him back out there and let him play. Let's not try to, you know what I mean? Let's not reinvent the wheel, man. Like, let's stay the course. Rondo, what's going on, man? Appreciate you coming by. Tough loss today, man. Sorry, though. Yo, LV, what's good? Savvy vets got the best of us. Absolutely. When our shots don't drop, we go to the rack and make sure you finish free throws. Agreed. Rondo, listen, you just coming here, man, but that's all we were saying this whole time that you weren't here. I appreciate you coming by, Rondo. If you haven't hit that like button, hit that like button. But thank you for coming by. Everybody, thank you for coming by. I'm seeing the flow here. So this is something LV will start doing. After every game, I'll go live. I'll do my quick hitter, probably from my phone or something like that or whatever. But as opposed to like after the game, I'll start doing lives. Love them with sponsorship. Remember who we're playing. They're tough, aggressive. Right, well, Earl, what happened there in that timeout, right, is he had to reel these guys in. Said, this is not the Bucks. These guys are a little different. So we're going to have to play them differently. Right? They're not old and young. I mean, they're not old. They're young guys with a lot of legs. They like to run. They get after it defensively. They're hungry. And they're young. So we got to play them differently. That's all that was. And he had to, the guys had to get reprogrammed. That's all. And the second half, like Rondo said, and I've been saying, that took over in the second half. You saw the experience. As I like to call it, it's called winning time. Those guys say, okay, let's get this victory, man. Let's get these stops and get the victory. If the refs aren't calling, just play ball. The Heat weren't crying. If you notice, Heat weren't crying. They were just playing ball. A couple of times they would do certain, but they were just playing ball. They play right through it. Knicks got to do the same thing. RJ was complaining. He was doing this. Yo, I wanted to be on the sideline and be Johnny Bryant and be Coach Tibbs. And when they sit in a circle, I want to say, listen, everybody in here, stop bitching about calls. Stop it. They're not going to give it to us. Just play ball and fight through it. This is the fucking playoffs, man. This is what everybody's here for, right? So they're playing hard. We're playing hard. They're not fucking complaining. So you stop complaining. Stop. Let's get back to who we are and play fucking basketball. That's what I would be saying in the huddle. I don't give what you think. Let me do that. Let me complain to the refs. You play your game. Period. I mean, that's what I would do. Right? So I just think it's important, man. I just think it's important for us to continue to do that, continue to stay locked in, continue to just earn experience, man. This is not going to be easy, man. I see. I don't have an issue with it because to me, this is what it's supposed to be. This is what it's supposed to be. You're supposed to be hard. It's not supposed to be easy. If it was that easy, everybody would do it. It's not supposed to be easy. When you get to this level, this is what happens. And then you start seeing who are the winning guys. Like, who are the guys that understand and know how to win? Who are those guys? Who are they? Then you start seeing guys start to shrink. And you say, okay. And this is, believe it or not, this is when guys earn their money, and it's when guys lose money. Losing a lot of money like this in the playoffs. Jim definitely is going to be humbled next game. Jimmy? Nah, man. Earl, why do you think he's going to be humbled? I don't think he's going to be humbled. Jimmy's going to be Jimmy. You got to win it. You got to win tonight. On a bum ankle that they didn't attack. So he's going to say, oh, man, they bugging. So I don't think he's going to be humbled at all. He's going to feel better because they stole a win tonight. And it's perfect for them because they're down Tyler Hero and they know we're down Randall. So they knew, to them, for them, they knew we had to get this win tonight because they're down Randall. If we could steal a win tonight, they're a young team, we can kind of, get the momentum back from these guys and have them start thinking. If they do that, we're good. But we could steal. This would be a steal if we could steal it tonight without Randall. And that's what they did. They did what they were supposed to do, man, especially with our top gun being down, right? So, I mean, I think that, this is but this is playoff basketball, man. This is what it is. I'm not complaining. I feel like in a moment like this, in this type of environment, in this atmosphere, this is what it is, man. You don't want it to be nothing less than this, man. You don't. You want to see who your guys are. And this is where, not to sound crazy, but this is where you decide who needs to get traded and who doesn't. Like, this is where you figure out, you weed out. Look, the Cavs is doing that right now. You weed out who's good to keep and who's not. You find out who's who, because this is winning time. And not for nothing. Everybody that was destroying RJ, look at him now. That you don't see no fear in that guy's eyes, man. He's ready for the moment. Ready. And he's licking his chops at the challenge. He's not afraid. He's not afraid of the moment. You don't see that with RJ. And I also, too, guys, if you notice, RJ's hitting his free throws. He went 1 for 5 today from the 3 line. Missed a couple of ones. But he shot 50% from the field, man. 10 for 20. He was going to the rack. He was finishing strong. And if I'm correct, let me just take a look at the stats real quick. From the free throw line, he went 5 for 8 from the line. 5 for 8. He had 9 boards and he had 7 assists. RJ's stat line is official, man. He had just as many assists as Brunson. And almost doubled him up in rebounds. He was getting busy, man. And Obi got busy tonight, too. He had 8 points. He had 8 rebounds. He almost had a double-double tonight. So whoever mentioned that earlier, I think Obi should have finished. I think he should have finished the game. I think that's maybe where Tibbs might have dropped the ball. I think they should have finished off with Obi. Obi was playing well. And believe it or not, Obi was knocking down his trade ball, too. How you do with the 3? Obi was 4 for 11. All right. What's that? That's about 4 for 11. What is that? You guys, give me around math. What what's that, 30%? I mean, he had the most threes out of all of us. Because 5 for 10 is what? 5 for 10 is 50%. 4 for 11, what is that, 40%? Well, I'm doing my math is messed up, man. Somebody help me. 4 for 11. I think that's 40%. Or right beneath 40%. Right? Somebody help. My math's pretty good. I think I'm a little off. But what I'm saying is, but you know, so around 40%. Yeah, I kind of figured that, right? Line. Okay, all right. So, you know, my college degree is good. You got it. My man, I appreciate you. Thank you. I was a little shaky right now. But yeah, man, listen, man, I like I said, I'm not upset at all about this loss. I'm really not. I know a lot of people are going to be upset, but yo, man, this is the playoffs. It's not supposed to be easy. But to me, honestly, I want to see the next game. I want to see who's going to show up. Is IQ finally going to wake up? Like, because IQ's been, listen, everybody's been killing RJ. No one's killing IQ. IQ's not playing well. He's not. And I love IQ, but he's not playing well. He's over dribbling. He just seems unsure of himself. Like, he's not playing like IQ. RJ is, though. RJ is looking like that guy that had $100 million. He's looking like that guy. You got to call a thing, man. If we're gonna slam RJ for how he's doing, look at quickly. This is money. Listen, this is money time. This ain't regular season. This is money time. This is when it matters. If you don't win, you go home. He's not showing up. I feel like if we lose the next game, it might be a wrap. No, I don't. I don't. Let me tell you something. I don't feel that way. You know why I don't feel that way? Gravity 241st. Because we got to go back to Miami's just like New York, man. If we lose, I put it to like, if we lose game 3, it's over. We might get swept or we might lose in 5. But what I'm saying is if we win, we can still win those 2 in Miami on the road, man. We can beat them on the road because they're not that much better than us. They're just making experienced plays at the end. If the Knicks can tighten that up, we can win those games with no problem. Randle coming back is the key. He balances out the lineup. Miami, MSG South, absolutely. Atlantic Lion, absolutely. But Randle balances us out. You don't realize that when he's in there because we take it for granted because of who he is. But it changes how they play us because they realize, all right, Brunson's tough, but we got to respect Randle. Randle will go for 50 up in here, and then. If we double him, at least Brunson open, then RJ start cooking, and then we get tired. Now that bench unit comes in. It's like the new brigade, right? We come through, boom, we just banging them out. Now IQ's playing well. Josh Hart's doing what Josh Hart does. Hart's doing what he does, right? Then you have RJ rolling down here, and Obi's coming through with dunks, hitting the corner 3-pointer. Now we got the pressure on him. Now, we done got them off their cushion. Now, before you know it, here comes Randle. He's back in. Here comes Brunson. He's back in. So that's why we've been so good. We got to go right back to that. But Randle not being there changes everything, man. It really, really does. And that's even when he's playing good and when he's not playing good because you got to respect him. You got to respect him. He's 25-10. He's no joke, man. So you can't get caught slipping. He's earned that much respect in this league. Earl says, I mean a bad wheel. You mean Jimmy Butler? I don't know, man. I mean, he sprained his ankle. I mean, I don't know, man. We'll see how he is. Sprained ankles are kind of crazy, man. You know what I'm saying? As you see what happened with Josh Hart and you see what happened with Randle, of course, right? So we got to kind of see what happens. I'll put it to you like this. I don't think he'll be 100% game 2 because we play again Tuesday. So I don't think he'll be 100%. I think the ankle is going to bother him a bit. I don't know if he'll have his same explosion. We'll see how he is. But how he is Monday, And also, too, remember, Bam did all right tonight, too. What did Bam have, man? Bam did all right. Bam was okay tonight. He wasn't, like, crazy. Like, right, see, Bam had 16. But he wasn't really 8 boards. He had decent numbers, man. He had decent numbers. He's decent. He was decent. It wasn't, it was that third quarter hurt us, man. That's what hurt us. Because we were dominating the game. That third quarter hurt us. And they won. Remember, the first quarter was big. We was up by 11. Second quarter, they came out ready to go, but we kind of kept the lead. We was kind of making baskets. We were up by 5 at halftime. Second quarter, they kind of caught up. And that's when they beat us by 11. And then the fourth quarter, that's where we should have won. And they beat us in that fourth quarter, 27-26. Now, if we would have beat them in that fourth quarter, let's say we would have scored 32 and they would have scored 25, now we win the ball game. You understand what I'm saying? So it's that's just what it is. But I'm not upset at all, man. Because sometimes, listen, guys, sometimes I felt at the end of the second they was cooking. Right, absolutely. But sometimes, believe it or not, you gotta lose to get humbled, man. They was probably feeling themselves after the Cavs series, which is good for a young team, right? But tonight they got humbled. Now they got to go back to the drawing board, which is fine. And it's okay for a young team. But if I'm them, I'm not playing scared. I'm playing hard the same way I played this game. Just make better basketball plays. Brunson's got to stop forcing, man. Stop forcing. If the 3 ain't falling, that runner was working tonight. They could not stop him from getting in the paint. He got to keep that pumping. And his 3 was off. Brunson could not hit his 3 at all. What was Brunson from outside? Brunson didn't hit 3 tonight. He was 0 for 7. There you go. That's the ball game. His 3 wasn't falling. And that's legs. That's legs. So remember, guys, they played almost close to 90 games this year. So his legs, you could see it. Even though he was out because of the thumb and all that other stuff, you still your legs. They played a lot of basketball, man. So listen, man. Of course, there's no excuses, man. But he was 0 for 7 for 3. You can't have your guy, who's the guy, do that from 3. Right? Obi had 4 of them joints tonight. There was nobody else. RJ hit 1, IQ hit 1, and Grimes hit 1. That was it. Everybody else was offers. Even Josh Hart, he usually knocks down at least 2 of them. He was over 4. That's the ball game. Shot 20% from 3, man. They shot 33%. Well, from the field, we shot pretty much almost 50% from the field. So, I don't know, man. I'm not too upset. I really want to see game 2. If we win game 2, now I'm feeling good. Now I'm feeling good because what happens is you fix up your X's and O's, you get guys back on track, and now you say, okay, now let's win the game. I fear Spoelstra, man. He can coach. No, you know what? He can, man. Atlantic Lion, he can, but so can Tibbs. At this point, it's not you're playing against top coaches, man. So all these guys know how to coach. But you need your guys out there. You need your horses, the guys that got you here. Did you see Spoelstra's face when Butler fell? You read his mouth? He said, oh, man. That's what he said. Because he knows, I need this guy, man. This is my horse. And we need Randall. Randall's our horse, man. I know a lot. Listen, in the past, I've said it before. I've been hard on Randall, but we need him. We do. Everybody been killing Randall for the longest. Listen, he is that guy, man, and we need him. So trust me, Thibodeau understands the importance of Randall, and this team understands the importance of Randall. He takes a lot of pressure off a lot of young guys because they don't feel like they have to do certain things because Randall's there. Now, a guy like Obi, you don't see him feeling no pressure because he feels like this is his opportunity to shine. And he's showing it, how he's playing. I would like Obi to take it to the rack more, though, man. He went to the rack a couple of times today, finished. I said, yo, Obi, you got to pull that out your bag, man. He's got that. And he's got that 15-footer, too. I don't know why he doesn't do that more. Like, when he goes to the rack and he goes strong, pull up off the dime. Pull it. Boom, right there for foul line jumper. Off the elbow, whatever. Go hard. Pound the ball hard to the rack, boom, and stop on the dime. Bang, bang. That's the money shot. He's an athletic guy, and he can finish at the rack because he jumps higher than everybody. If I'm the coaches, I'm working on him. I'm working on that with him. If I'm Johnny Bryant, I'm saying, listen, this is what we got to work on. And if he can go strong and finish the rack. And start finishing with authority, too. He's got to do that. But maybe he's not sure of himself. Start finishing with authority. You go to that rack, they give you a little space to the rim. You yamming on somebody's neck. Set a tone. Stuff like that sets the tone. So you got to do that. But yeah, man, I mean, listen. This is playoff basketball now. That's it. We got to see if our young boys are ready. That's it. Has nothing to do with anything else. Has nothing to do with who shot good, who didn't shoot good, because they weren't great neither. They shot 33% from three. They shot 42% from regular. So they only shot 40%. We shot 50%. So we shot better than them from the field. As far as rebounding go, we out-rebounded them 48-39. So we had the game. We did what we do. They had 10 offensive rebounds. We had 12. I mean, so we did what we do, man. And Atlanta Lions said, we'll be back. I know that. We'll be fine, man. We'll be fine. You got to learn from this, man. You got to learn from this, and you got to kind of move on, and you'll be fine, man. We just got to play better as a team. Like I said, I will go back to the regular lineup. I would not change up anything. I just wouldn't. I wouldn't go back to Hart. No, Hart is better coming off the bench for what we like to do. He's better coming off the bench. Who I got in the end? If Randall's back, I got us in 7. They're going to push us to the brink, guys. Because of the experience. They're going to push us to the brink. I don't see the Knicks winning this in 5 or 6. I don't see that. If we win in 5, that means we're going to win 4 in a row. That's not happening. You got the Knicks in 6? I don't know, Atlantic, man. I don't know. Not what I saw tonight. Not what I saw tonight. I saw a team. Well, maybe it's their wake-up call. Okay, Atlantic Lion. Maybe it's their wake-up call. But I saw a team that is playing against a lot of vets. A reality check, right? I seen a lot of team playing against a lot of vets, and they got a little shook. So hopefully they can wake up. But I don't want guys playing like tense, right? Atlantic Lion, you don't want them playing tense. Don't play out of yourself. Continue to be who you are. But Randall coming back changes everything. It spaces the floor. Because now they can't double Brunson. Now they can't over-pursue. You got to respect Randall. You got to respect him. Randall being there opens up jump shots for Brunson, and it opens up jump shots for Grimes. Right? So that, to me, that's what has to happen. And I think we'll be fine. I think we will be. I think we will be fine. But I do think 7, man. They're gonna push these young. Atlantic Lion, they're gonna push us because we're young. We're not there yet. Once again, you see what happened in Memphis, right? They ain't ready, man. A lot of immaturity over there. They're not ready. So I'm not surprised they lost to the Lakers in 6. I'm just not. And the way they lost, game 6, they got blown out by 40, man. By 40 in the playoffs. That shows you, young team, they're not ready, man. They're not. They are clowns in Memphis. They are clowns. You got a lot of yapping, man. Still playing ball. A lot of yapping. They talk too much. So, but they don't have real good veteran leadership, man. I think Steven Adams has tried to help those guys, but those guys are they're too much, man. You got to respect the game. Respect the game and respect who came before you. You can't be talking all that smack to LeBron and, Morant said, there ain't nobody in the West we got to worry about. You're my man. Like, you're out of control with saying that. You don't say that now. This is the playoffs. You're insane for saying that. So that shows his immaturity. And look what happened. They're going in the first round. They're out fishing. to an older team. Then what was the Lakers? The Lakers were what? The 7th seed? Or the 8th seed? What were they? 7th seed, right? They were 7th seed. They lost. In a gentleman's, no, not gentleman's sweep. 6. If IQ keep playing like this, how you feel about Derrick Rose playing? No Derrick Rose. No Derrick Rose, Keith. No Derrick Rose. Derrick Rose is finished. No more Derrick Rose. Derrick Rose, no. They're going to stick with IQ. You stick with what got you here, man. You don't change up now. He's got to play through that. He's got to play better. He's got to play better. He's got to play better. Period. They're not going to switch up anything. I would go back to Grimes starting and Hart coming off the bench. That's when we were better. Kev Rodriguez and Nick Ish. If anybody hasn't subscribed, please go by to my man's page and channel and subscribe to Nick Ish. Kev Rodriguez. Kev, what's going on? Kev, you got here late. I'm waving, Kev. The Randall towel. We need Randall back. Everyone, Kev loves Randall. Everybody put Juju and put hearts next to it and put Kev and Nick Sish right after that. They are Randall guys. He loves the team first, but he's a Randall guy. He doesn't think we should trade Randall. Even for Jalen Brown. He doesn't think that. Nah, I'm busting his balls. Those guys get great stuff over there. Great content. Yo, Kev, man, we need Randall back, man. We need Randall back. Kev, Randall gives us that balance that we need. That's what we were talking about earlier. We need him back. Rondo, we have to raise our basketball IQ too. We got beat on the same play in the third quarter, right, and not any adjustments, right. Agreed. You can't go after the GOAT. Show some respect. Yeah, man. So, yeah, absolutely, Rondo. You're absolutely right. Absolutely right. Yeah, you got to show some respect. Those young guys, they have no veteran leadership. He should be back. I think we shot ourselves out the game. You know what? Yes, Kev, agreed, but they were open shots, man. You got to knock them down. I just think, Kev, it's just veteran experience, man. We got beat like that. You know, Kyle Lowry, man, was big. He outplayed IQ. He just was doing savvy plays and getting the best of IQ. I think they were crying too much about the calls. You got to play ball. That's it. You got to play through it and fight through it. I think it was just winning plays, man. Winning plays, Kev. At the end of the game, poise. And I think we didn't have it. Our lack of experience showed. But if we're not knocking them down, drive to the basket, create something else. Agreed, Kev, I agree. That's what they started to do. But you got to get stops. You got to be smart in your offense, right? And I don't think they were showing that towards the end of the game. But I think with Randall coming back, that opens things up. Randall changes the balance of what we do because you got to account for him. You can't sit back and just worry about Brunson and RJ. Now you got Randall over there. That's 25 and 10. Book it. Put it in the marker. That's what he's getting. You got to respect it. So that changes things. That changes matchups. That changes Bam. Bam's going to have to check him. So now that leaves Big Mitch. Offensive rebounds all day. And sometimes Jimmy Butler might have to switch up and get Randall based on if he gets Bam in foul trouble. So Randall changes everything. Now Jimmy Butler can't really help with Brunson. So now Brunson can cook. Then that opens up for RJ. So because you got to pay attention to Randall. Randall's such a key cog to what we do. He's our all-star. Him not being there changes the balance of everything. It's imbalanced. And so that's why they were able to do what they did. And then, of course, the inexperience on certain plays. And also, Kev, IQ's got to play better. He's still doing the same stuff. He's got to wake up. Like he's still in a trance. Like I don't know what's going on with him. He's got to play better. But all in all, no worries. I'm not worried. This is playoff basketball. This is what happens. This is that time of year, right? So now you can't get upset. We're getting to the point now where now you're playing against guys who've been there before and they're playing winning basketball. So that's what you have to play. And those guys just want to get the win. They don't care how they get it. Just get the W. That's it. And you got to play through the highs and the lows of the game. You got to play through the highs and lows. And I didn't see that tonight. Even I saw also too, Kev, I saw Brunson got a tech. That shows you he's losing himself in the game too much. He's getting too caught up in the refs. Don't worry about the refs. The Heat weren't complaining tonight. They weren't complaining. Let me see the fouls. Personal fouls, right? We had 21 personal fouls. They had 14. So it's pretty fairly even, man. But you ready? They had 8 turnovers. We had 13. That's the ball game, man. You can't. So it's certain things, man. You know what I mean? Certain things. It's a lot of stuff, but I just think the experience got the best of him. I like how RJ played. He was our most aggressive player today. Absolutely, RJ. Come on, man. He's earning his money, right, Kev? He's getting his bread. That's why he got $100 million. He's getting his bread his last 4 games. Now he's balling. Now he's looking like RJ. Now everybody's forgetting about the regular season. No one cares about that. We care about now because this is winning time. So to me, he woke up right when he should. When he should, now he's earning his money. Now he's earning his $100 million. Because no one's thinking about RJ how he played during the regular season. No one's thinking about that. They're not. They're thinking about how he's playing now. So you got to give it to him, man. I mean, like I said, I think we'll be fine. On to the next. No reason to panic. This is a perfect team for us to sharpen our knives up with. If we go to the Eastern Conference Finals, great. If we go to the finals, even fabulous. But if we lose in the second round, I'm okay. The season is still a success. No one thought we would get this far. But in order for us to extend this series, I think we win this in 7. We need Randall back. We need him bad because he balances things. And I think, believe it or not, him coming will help everybody else too because they know they got Randall. And that's it. I don't think nobody else needs to get more minutes. I don't think anybody. Don't change nothing. If you change your stuff like the Cavs did, you playing scared. I would put Grimes right back in the starting lineup. Period. He's going back to starting lineup. Josh Hart's coming off the bench. We got to keep it flowing as we always do. Don't change nothing. Let RJ continue to attack. Brunson continue to attack. And Randall be Randall. Let him be him. And I think we're fine, guys. I really do. I'm not too worried about anything. We didn't knock down some shots today. It's okay, but neither did they. You know what I'm saying? So, I just think that they got a little bit more plays down the stretch than we did. Like just certain plays they were getting. And I just was like Kyle Lowry started cooking, man. He started giving it to IQ. Gravity 241st. I just hope that Randall return doesn't cause RJ to slow. No. Gravity 241st. Has that been happening these last couple of games against the Cavs? No. That opens it up for RJ. Because now you can't dump. You gotta respect Randall. So you gotta put your better defender or your best defender on him. He's 25 and 10. You don't pay attention. Randall can go off for 40. You gotta respect him. Period. No, because when Jewel was playing, RJ was still playing aggressive. Yeah, I said the same thing, Kev. That's what I mean. So I'm not worried. It's not gonna stop nothing. Gravity 241st. It's not. Trust me. It's not. It's gonna make it better because it opens up the floor. Because because now they can't clog it. See, when Brunson's playing or RJ's playing, that's why we beat the Cavs the way we did. You gotta respect Randall. So even though he's having an off night, you can't leave him alone. You can't do that. He's all-star. All he needs to make a couple of baskets, and that's it. He see the ball go through the hole, that he start cooking, and then he run off 10 in a row. He's that good. So you got to respect him. You don't want him to go off. Plus, Drew has been deferring to his teammates anyway. Yeah, he has been giving a lot of assists, but when he start cooking, he's tough to, it's just balance, man. It's just balance to your lineup. And what it does, guys, also, too, you have to understand, it forces Spoelstra to make some defensive adjustments that he may not want to make. He probably likes Bam on Mitchell Robinson. With Randall there, he's got to put Bam on Randall. So now at least make Mitch open in the paint to get offensive rebounds. They have no bigs. None. That's why we killed them on the boards. Especially in that last game versus the Cavs before he got hurt. He was cooking last game before he got hurt. So that's the thing. So with Randall coming back, it just changes the dynamic of what Spoelstra wants to do and how he matches up. Randall's a matchup nightmare, man. We've spoken about this before on my shows. So that opens it up for everybody else. And then with the lineups, right? Maybe Tyler Zeller now has to start. So now that sits down, I forget the guy that played the shooting guard today. Not Vincent, but the guy next to him. So you just put his name, I forget his name. Now he's got to sit. Now who's your big coming off for iHeart? Bam can't play the whole game. He gets tired. So what big do you put in there? So now you got to mix and match. Their bench isn't that deep. They got a bunch of guys, but that's why they struggle. They're the worst offensive team in the league. So you got to understand. So it's all matchups. But if you have all your guns, especially your top gun, Randall, that changes everything. We didn't have our all-star. So that's why I'm not worried. But that doesn't mean we smoked them in 5. That doesn't mean that, because they're a good team. They know how to win. They showed that tonight. So we got to approach this, to me, like this is like game 7, and that we're down 0-4, 0-3, and this is like our last game. Like that's just what has to happen. Period. I just want Randall to be healthy and go off in the playoffs. We could go far if that happens. Agreed. Randall's going to be Randall. And each game goes on to Gravity 241st. He's going to play better. His ankle's going to feel better. So he'll be fine. As you saw in the series, the last game before he got hurt, he was cooking against the Cavs. Mobley couldn't do nothing with him. There was a couple times he went to the rack, put his shoulder in Mobley's chest, and was finishing strong at that Baja. So trust me, if Randall is back to that, they got to put Bam on him. And now that leaves Mitch open to get offensive rebounds, put back dunks. Then that leaves that middle open. Bam can't float and get blocks. Now that leaves RJ to take Vincent to that Baja, get Vincent in foul trouble. Now things start to change. So to me, that's why I'm not worried, man. But we need him back. He's not going to be fully healthy. Jimmy Butler's not going to be fully healthy on that ankle. Brunson's not fully healthy because this is playoff basketball, man. No one is fully healthy. They're not. Even Lowry's not fully healthy. You see, he wears that knee wrap. When he sits on the bench, he wraps up his knee like everyone's hurting, man. No one wants to hear anybody crying about pains, ankles, knees, hamstrings. No one wants to hear that. You got to persevere through this. Fight through it and get W's. That is it. The great teams know how to do that. So that's what the Knicks are trying to develop. We're trying to develop a winning culture to where we know how to win in those tough moments. I think we can, but we're learning it right now. How do you feel about some fans saying that Josh Hart play was dirty? I don't agree. To me, Josh Hart was never been known. Nah, man, come on, he fell because Butler dipped his shoulder. I thought that was offensive at first because Josh Hart is on him, chest to chest. Butler dipped his shoulder in, and Josh Hart fell back trying to draw the foul. I don't think he's dropping back, Kev, trying to say, let me stick my foot out and sprain his ankle. He's not a magician. Like, it don't go like that. He was trying to draw the foul. He was trying to get an offensive charge. And that's different than someone trying to go up and going underneath a guy and undercutting a guy. That's totally different. He's trying to draw the foul. It just so happened his foot landed on Butler's foot. It's not purposely done. We can't think these guys are magicians. Like, they're just reaching, man. They just reaching. No one. That's like saying, because remember, Randall sprained his ankle against the Heat. That's like saying, Bam stuck his foot out, and that's why Randall sprained his ankle. Come on, no, man, no. They're just playing ball, man. That's what happens. Listen, the game is intense, man. The game is intense. Guys are trying to die for loose balls. There's a lot of things that happen, man. You can't plan for stuff like that. Josh Hart, then also, too, if you saw when Butler came out, Randall came out and gave him a pound. Josh Hart stuck his hand out and gave him a pound. Them dudes ain't trying to hurt them guys, man. They understand. Let me tell you something. These guys are all pros. They understand how hard it is to get to this point. They understand that they're going to play hard, but not to the point to where they're trying to hurt somebody or trying to end somebody's career. No one is out there trying to do that. After the series is over, all them guys dap it up and hug each other and say, yo, listen, man, we fought hard. We wish you guys luck the best, down the road. But no one is out there trying to hurt anybody. No, man. Nah, bro, I'm with you 100%. I was just trying to tell my boy it wasn't a dirty play. No, it wasn't dirty, man. No way, not even close. Josh Hart stuck his hand out and said, yo, you all right? He's not trying to hurt that guy. He was trying to draw the foul. I think sometimes people just be reaching. They trying to find stuff that's just not even there. There's no way. There's no way in that play was that. You know what I'm saying? And Josh Hart's not even a dirty player. Absolutely, he's not. You know what it is? You know what it is? He plays hard. He plays hard, and sometimes that gets looked at as being a hard, a dirty player. I don't know how, but we're supposed to just let the guy score. You're supposed to let him. So we're not supposed to make it hard for the guy. We're not supposed to say, okay, we're going to give you some resistance. Kyle Lowry, to me, he does not a dirty player. He plays hard. But Kyle Lowry, sometimes he grabs your shirt a little bit, grabs your hand a little bit, gives you a nudge. It's nothing wrong. He's playing hard. I used to do it all the time. And players used to do it to me. That's all in the game. Period. But are they purposely out there, you going up for the dunk, they trying to undercut you? They see you trying to go up for a jump shot, they jump underneath you and stick their foot out so you can land and break your ankle. No one does that. That's exactly what I told him. Yeah, man. He's a hustler. It's that simple. Just like Kyle Lowry. Kyle Lowry dives on the floor. He does all that stuff. He's not purposely trying to hurt guys. He's trying to go after it, man. He wants it. He wants it. You want guys on your team who are like that, who wants it bad enough. There was one time in the game today, I saw IQ was trying to go for a loop ball. Bam, dove on the floor. Try to get it. You got to want it, man. At this time of the year, you got to want it. Those are winning plays. I mean, I don't know. Those type of guys I want on my team because, they want to win. And that's what it all comes down to. But listen, man, it was tough loss tonight. Tough loss. We'll be fine. We'll be fine. This is games like this are wake-up calls because you thought it was sweet, right? You thought it was sweet. Oh, you got a gentleman's sweep? All right, cool. Now, you know what I mean? Here's some cold water in your face. Time to wake up. Okay, now we're back to really playing basketball where you're not paying attention. You're playing lackadaisical, making bad passes, playing like you're scared. You lose by 7 in the Garden, game 1. Okay, Gravity 241st. What do you think was the main reason that you think has changed in the third quarter after we was losing? I just think that what happened was they just made a quick adjustment. And that's all. It's nothing really crazy. They made a quick adjustment. They realized probably that the Knicks weren't playing back and Butler was leaking. And they told everybody, as soon as this shot is up, I want you flying off. And they did that a couple of times. Kevin Love was finding them. They realized the Knicks didn't adjust. They did it like 4 times in a row at 6 points. Boom, boom, boom. Right? So now that shifts momentum. And sometimes when that momentum shifts, Gravity, teams start trying to tell, like, Knicks were trying to force it, trying to, you know what I mean? And then what happens is you just lose momentum, man. That's all it is. If you've ever played sports before, that's what it is. It's just momentum. Your shots aren't falling now. Now you start feeling tight. Now the other team is kind of getting confidence. They're getting to loose balls, right? They're getting steals. So all the little intangible things, it starts going in their favor. But here's the crazy thing. Right after they did that, right, guys? I think it was 77 to 68 or something like that, or 69. The Knicks ran off like 5 in a row, and they called a timeout. Boom, and the Knicks were down 2. It was like 77 to 75 or 77, 74 or something. And Spoelstra scored a timeout right away. Boom. But their experience as a team, meaning the Heat, they were able to adjust and get through it. And a lot of times it's not Spoelstra. It's the team and it's the players. Guys that's been there before. I'll give you guys a perfect example. If you guys watched the game, did you see on the sideline, did you see Spoelstra coaching them up, or you saw Kyle Lowry telling them stuff? You saw Jimmy Butler doing a lot of coaching, and these guys have been there before. You saw when Kevin Love came off the court, who did chest bump? Kyle Lowry. Those guys are making an adjustment. They've been here before. Sometimes you don't need a coach. Those guys know how to win. So they're able to make adjustments right there on the fly because they're like, yo, this is what they're doing. Yo, boom, boom, whoop, whoop. And they're motivating each other. And that's it. Yes, the tide shifted crazy. Right. And so what happens is the other team starts making bad plays. They start playing tight, making bad shots, bad passes, and then the other team gets some momentum. But then you see the momentum shift when the Knicks reeled off 5 in a row or 6 in a row. They started missing, right? And then the Knicks kind of went down by 2. But after that, the Knicks just kind of couldn't get their rhythm back. You know, the Heat just know how to close it out, man. They know how to close it out. They've been in before. So, but this is all a learning experience, especially for our young guys, a lot of our young guys, especially for guys like Obi, guys like RJ, especially IQ, right? Even also to a guy like iHeart. iHeart's a young guy too. He's only 24, right? A guy like Grimes. These guys are young, man. So this is great experience for them to be able to kind of weather this. And kind of you have somebody on the bench like maybe a Derrick Rose to really talk to him and say, listen, look, we'll be fine. Because Derrick Rose has been in those wars too, right? He's been in the Eastern Conference Finals. He's got to talk to these guys and kind of let them know it's going to be fine. Let's just get our mindset right, make the right basketball plays, we'll be good. The Heat are good at turning around games at the end, right? They did that to the Bucks a few games. Absolutely. They know how to win, man. They know how to win. Okay, kid, they put up a wall so we couldn't drive to the basket. That forced 3-point shots, right? And we fell for that, right? When we have the lead on them, we have to keep our foot on the necks. Absolutely. Kev, as you know, man, it's a miss and make league, right? You got to knock the shots down. So to me, when they cloud up the lane like that, you got to be able to adjust. And sometimes they clog up the lane. Yo, hit the 15-footer right there, man. That's the money shot. That's the NBA shot. I don't know why guys have taken it out of their arsenal. It's either going to the rack or shooting a 3. What happened to the 15-footer? If they're clogging that paint, hit that 15-footer right there at the foul line. Bang, that's money. That's an adjustment, but they're not doing that. Brunson's driving too much amongst the trees with this damn Euro. Dogs, chill, man. Right? He was getting mad because they're not calling. They're not calling that right now, man. They're not going to give you that tonight. Tuesday, they might. Tonight, they're not giving it to you. So adjust. Don't cry about it. Adjust. And that was my frustration with him. Yes, Gravity. We got to keep our foot on the necks. We have to. But that comes with slowing down the game, running your sets, and not trying to force. Sometimes Brunson can force. And you got to pay attention, like I said earlier. Jimmy Butler's ankle was hurt. You got to attack him. You can't let him just sit back and chill. You didn't take advantage of that. And that hurt the Knicks too. Because guys are trying to be heroes. Stop trying to get it back with one big shot. That was another thing too that was frustrating me. Just stop, IQ sometimes just chucking up threes. You gotta be smart, man. You gotta be smart. That's what separates the really good basketball players at this point in the season than the other cats. Because other cats are good at playing ball. They are, but they don't know how to win games. They just know how to score. But you got to know what's going on in the game. What's the dynamic of the game? Oh, it's 5 minutes left. We're down by 5. Let's get smart shots. Let's run our offense. Let's get high percentage shots. The only time we're chucking up a 3 is if we're wide open. I'm not shooting a 3 off a screen. I'm not doing that. I'm going to the rack, get a basket, get stops so we can get back. Play smart basketball, as they call it, winning basketball. And I think at 5 minutes left, when the game was still close, we didn't do that. Our execution was terrible. Got to dip out, LV. Take it easy, y'all. Yo, Atlantic Line, appreciate you coming by. Much love. Truly, truly appreciate it. I will start doing lives now. I appreciate you guys saying that's what you wanted more from LV. So after the games, I will be doing lives. Starting today. I see everybody wants that, so that's what I'll start doing. Definitely going to have my call-in hopefully activated within the next week or so. And one thing I'm excited about is almost football season. Almost getting back to it, baby. Big draft for the Giants. Big draft. Big draft. Big draft for the G-Men. 3 of the picks that we wanted, we got. A- grade 5 gave them for the draft. Giants going to be tough. Giants going to be tough this year. Good pickups for the G-Men. Absolutely. Absolutely. We're going to be good this year. We're going to be good. We're going to be solid. And we're not done yet, people. We're not done yet. Still free agency out there. Still stuff going on. Still got to lock in Barkley, right? Still got to lock in Dex. But we're going to be good. We're going to be fine. We're going to be fine. Trust me. I think Hyde is a steal. He's a burner. He's a burner. Or sometimes certain guys, you just got to throw it up and they're going to go get it. So, yeah, he has something that the Giants haven't had in a long time. He can stretch the field. He's a game changer, with his speed. So that's going to be exciting. So, but yeah, man. So listen, guys. Listen, I'm about to get up out of here. But listen, we're fine. We are fine. Don't panic. I'm going to be back Tuesday night after the game to do a post-game wrap-up, right? We're going to be fine, guys. Don't worry. Don't stress. We're going to be good money. All right? Listen, everybody enjoy the rest of your night, right? We'll be good. Let's go Knicks. And I appreciate you guys. Listen, let me stress this to you. I appreciate you guys coming by. I truly, truly do, man. There's nothing more I love doing than talking sports. And you guys coming here supporting me makes me feel great, man. It truly, truly does. So I appreciate you guys coming by. All right. I'll be back Tuesday. And that's my live, man. I'm LV Live, and I'm out, people. Peace.